back. It is time for the Oh Wow moment, brought to you by the Gloria and Roger Jones Children's Center for Science and Technology. Of course, I have Mr. Ralph with me this morning, who is the InspireWorks manager. Mr. Ralph, I see apples, I see colored balls, and it looks like a circus environment.
Sure. So let's start by saying this coming Wednesday on July 6th, we have a program. We have a gentleman coming down. His name is Jeff Raz, right here.
Oh, I read about him.
Yeah, he is a world-renowned juggler, entertainer. He graduated from the Del Arte International School of Theater in California. He's written 15 plays. He's worked on Cirque du Soleil, particularly Corteo, vaudeville. Listen, the resume on this guy is phenomenal.
Wow.
So
what would he have to do with Wow
well,
science?
He's going to come down, and he's going to apparently he's going to teach us how to juggle, and he's going to entertain our guests. So what we're asking is, it's free. It's included in the admission, so it's $8 at a while. But we are asking that maybe you make a pre-registration, just in case. We're kind of expecting a big crowd, so you may want to call up and pre-register before you just kind of show up, because I think this guy is going to draw in a big crowd. So,
wow. And he's not a clown. He's a performer.
No,
like a juggler.
Well, and if you see some of the pictures, it looks as though he's dressed up like a clown. So I don't know how he's going to show up. He may very well show up in his clown outfit. I don't know.
We'll be surprised.
We will be. Right.
All right, and that's Wednesday.
Wednesday's the 6th, 6 to 7.
Okay.
It's included in the price of admission, so come down and visit. I think it should be a very fun deal. So with that, I thought, well, let's talk about juggling. Let's talk about the science behind juggling.
There's science behind juggling?
So Sir Isaac Newton.
Oh, the apple guy.
Sat under a tree and an apple fell onto his head. Now, I don't know why he was sitting under the tree. He's probably thinking, if you ever seen a picture of Isaac Newton, he's got long locks of hair. Maybe he was thinking at the time, how can I put my hair up?
In a bun like Mr. Ralph.
Yeah, way back in the day. No. So he was sitting there, he got hit in the head, and then he thought, well, I wonder how this apple just fell in my head. Well, it involves gravity, right?
Oh, gravity.
Gravity.
Yes, okay.
Smaller objects are drawn to bigger objects, correct? That's why we are flat-footed on the ground, because our center of, we're drawing to the center of the earth, right?
Okay.
Right? So gravity draws us down. So with juggling, it involves gravity. So let's take an apple, all right?
Okay.
And we're going to take it in one hand, and I'm sure Jeff Raz will do this.
Okay.
Now, I've never juggled before. Have you juggled before?
No, I've tried.
So this is where it's going to get fun, and hopefully everybody's entertained this morning. If you haven't eaten your Cheerios, put the spoon down, all right?
Okay.
So first off, let's take one hand. And the neat thing about this is you teach children maybe that have a little hard time focusing. This is really good at teaching them to focus and their skills, okay?
Okay.
So let's just take this apple and we're going to throw it up in the air and we're going to catch in the other hand. So we're going to go, perfect.
Okay.
See? Now, you can do that over and over again. You can do that with things in your own house. I found these gloves. You can take a glove and you can throw it up in the air, catch it
in
right?
the other hand.
Now, what if we throw in another ball? So
it falls to the ground.
Yeah. So take 2 apples.
Okay.
And you're going to take one apple and you're going to throw it up like you did. And then you're going to, as soon as that ball starts to come down, throw the other ball and you're going to catch them in opposite hands.
I'm going to do that?
Yeah, you're going to do it.
Okay. Up.
Okay.
Okay.
You almost did it. But see, listen, that's, again, with science, we practice, right? We practice till we get it right. Now,
practice till we get it right.
Once you get confident enough and you involve that third object, right, we may be able to involve it in what we're doing, right? So
that
if
time lapse.
Oh,
Mr. Ralph can juggle.
No, I can't juggle. Listen,
Mr. Ralph.
Okay, so wait. I thought that was cool, but I thought, you know
I
what?
think it's mighty cool, my friend.
So, listen. I wanted to, let's juggle some pizza cutters. Look, these sharp pizza.
I'm out of here.
No, I would never do that, and I would never encourage anybody to do that. But I believe with a lot of practice, with a lot of concentration and focus, and again, when we focus on the kids and we talk about, you know, paying attention, and it involves a lot of just team building exercise. You can do this with another person. If you've noticed that jugglers can take some, you know, they juggle the bowling pins back and forth.
And so knives, I've seen it.
Well, yeah, and we're not going to do that. I'm going to put these down. Now, let's go back to the gravity thing.
Okay.
Okay, and there's a reason, and again, the science behind this involves just particularly gravity, just gravity. And you could talk about arc and the way that the ball moves, but we're going to focus on that. So there's a little $10 bill, right? Money. So I'm gonna offer you a challenge.
Oh God.
And this involves gravity, and it's kind of a neat little trick, and this has really nothing to do with juggling, but I thought gravity could play a part in you winning $10 today. So I have this $10 bill, and I'm going to say to you, if you hold your hand like you're holding a cup.
Cup, all right.
All I want you to do is I want you to take the dollar bill, and I want you to catch it. I'm going to drop it, and I want you to catch it. I'm going to drop it, and I want you to catch it. Now, if you can catch it, you can have this $10 bills today, and you can go buy yourself some lunch or whatever you'd like to do. Okay, but that's the deal. But if you miss it, then you got to have me back next week on Wednesday.
All right, deal.
So hopefully everybody out there is going to watch you catch this dollar bill. The only stipulation is you can't close your hand to catch it until I drop the $10 bill.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to hold it right here. Okay. You can't close your hand until I drop it. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again.
One more again.
Okay, let's try again. You ready? Oh.
I really tried.
All right, let's try one more time. One more time. Ready?
Not till you drop it.
Not till you drop it.
What's going on?
Okay, so the science behind this involves gravity because the $10 bill is dropping to the ground. And you realistically would never be able to do this. But because your brain is telling your arm to close its fingers, it's taking too long of a time to close your hand.
Time lapse.
I can do it because I know when it's dropping. I can do it every time. But that's an easy way to win $10 off somebody and buy lunch.
And everybody, Mr. Ralph is always full of it. But this is a good full of it. And remember,